Okay, my name is Malcolm Fallow. I'm Chief Executive of East Durham Trust, and I'm also Project Director for East Durham Creates. East Durham Creates goes back to 2013, 2014, when it was decided by the government in a survey that they did that it was an area of low engagement in arts and culture. And we've been spending the last 6 years, and more appropriately for this film, the last 3 years, trying to do something about that and trying to make change and embed art and culture in an area that was designated as being low in participation. And we've managed to do that. And what you're about to see over the next few minutes is just some fantastic examples of where a community has come together and done so much to bring life to the arts and culture in the area and bring so many positive things to the people who live here. And it's been done by the people in this last 3 years. You're going to see some great examples of where not only have people set foot in an art gallery for the first time in their lives, but people have been involved in the organisation of that. The whole area has been transformed. We feel we're well on the way to artify, and it's a word we've invented, but artify in the area and making it into something where people will feel that art is part of everyday life. We're well on our way, and as I say, you're about to experience by watching this film what a fantastic job the people locally have done.
People together, maybe people who are isolated, and doing something creative that's going to be beneficial to them, make people feel part of a group, and just seeing how people's confidence and pride grows when they create something that they're really proud of.
Well, I'm Jess Hunt and I'm Project Manager for East Durham Creates. We're a Creative People in Places project funded by Arts Council England. We're one of the original 21 of those projects across the country, and they're working in areas that are traditionally classified as areas of low arts engagement. We're led by East Durham Trust, which is a charity based in Peterlee, and very much the Trust's whole aim is to tackle poverty and deprivation within the former mining communities of East Durham. The Trust runs kind of a range of different services. Food bank, we do debt advice, we do everything from packed lunches during summer holidays. So we've noticed that kind of using arts and culture as that bridge between those people. So even recruiting for other services that the Trust provides, it's always been a very community-driven place, and bringing people together for arts and culture is a really big part of that.
I'm Sharon Bell. I am involved with Eastleigh Community Centre as a trustee and a volunteer. Because of this, we got involved with East Durham Creates. I was very excited at the project of bringing arts to people. Deprived areas that thought they weren't good enough to go to the theatre, to engage in the arts, to watch it, to become excited about it, and we, in a way, have brought it to them. Obviously before the lockdown, at the beginning of phase 2 and during phase 2, we went to theatre. We took different people at different times on a coach. Even that was involving people talking about it, filling in questionnaires, and it was a real good feel. It was a real good feel about it. The different theatres that we went to in different weathers. Sometimes it was like a school coach party with people. But once we got there, it was just lovely to watch. Some of them we enjoyed. Some of the plays we didn't enjoy, but we stayed. We didn't get up and leave. We all stayed there, and I think we've built up a little community within that.
It's given a lot more people the chance to experience art and changed perceptions as to what art and culture is really.
To me, as a trustee, as a volunteer and as a member of East Durham Creates is that we are making it accessible.
Hi, so I'm Nicola Balfour from the Barn at Easington, and this is where we work here, and we do a lot of work with the community and as well in outdoor education. The most recent project we've been involved in with East Durham Creates has been Fishes and Wishes, which was a response to COVID, and we decided to tell a story over 3 weeks. But we didn't know what the end of the story was, we just knew at the beginning.
For all sending in your fishes and wishes and posting them on our Facebook group, it's been a great response. And I also asked for some suggestions for names for the man and the dog in the story. So now we have them, so now the next part of the story goes like this.
We thought about how great it would be as if people could be part of illustrating the story, and so we asked every week. Participants had to make something and write something and then post up what they made and wrote up on a group page, and it's been phenomenally successful, and lots of people have taken part. And I think what's been really fantastic for me is just to see how incredibly creative people from East Durham, farther afield are, and how that really just a provocation, a story, an idea can really run. So I think it's been interesting. I didn't know how on earth it was going to work, and my practice is very much with people. So the idea of actually not having workshops, not being face to face, I found really daunting. Some people have actually used their bodies to create sculptures, land art. Other people have used kitchen materials, and I think one of the questions early on was, what would you wish for? And I've done other projects where we've asked similar questions, and there's often been a kind of, oh, I want a motorbike, or I want this, or I want that. And I think that, and this is what's very particular to this time, is a lot of people just wanted to see their grandparents, their friends, aunties and uncles, because we've had that taken away from us. So I think it kind of drew a group of people together in that understanding. And I think that is about COVID, that's been special about COVID, is that we've all had, wherever we come from or whatever we think, a similar experience. It's been different, but that we've all been maybe lost things. So I think it's brought people together to talk about those things in a creative way. And it's been really kind of interesting to see, and very exciting to see what people are thinking about and who's helped them through lockdown.
One half of the artistic duo that makes up Creative Pop. The projects which we've been doing over lockdown that I'm going to talk about is an exploration into isolation, which is actually all about connection rather than being disconnected. So it's the idea of looking at what connections have been made since we've all been separated and kept at a distance. That project, I think, has been so far, because the East Durham Creates has been funding just the first part. We're just coming to about 2/3 of the way through that one, and so far it's going really well. We've had some great engagement of families getting involved with some artistic practices that they might not have normally, and the idea is just engaging people, getting them to connect through art. The second one, which was funded by East Durham Creates, was the Create Me bags, which is even simpler. You literally get a bag collected from one of your local points, and you take it home, you read how to do it, and you create. We've really enjoyed our online experience, and the support we've had from East Durham Creates has helped us understand how we can exist in that online world moving forward. And I think both me and Michelle, have decided that we want to have a large part of our organisation represented in that way, just so we're accessible to everyone.
My name is Michelle Harland, and I am one half of Creative Pop. We're an artistic duo, and we're based here in East Durham. And the projects that I'm going to talk to you about is the arts market. So we brought the first arts market to Seaham Terrace Green in September last year, on probably the wettest September day that you could have imagined. But we had around 500 people come through the marquee door, and we had over 20 artists showcasing their work, selling their work, and meeting really the public.
Below Beyond is a project with artist Jamie Holman and myself working as a producer. We've been working with young people across East Durham's community centres to try and work out what they want to be remembered for and what their story is. So we've worked across the themes of above, below and beyond. Above is about the visibility of East Durham's county and the things that you see on the surface. Below is about the mining communities and its heritage. Beyond is about the future of those young people and the things that they want to be remembered for. So this project has used lots of different artists and people to deliver workshops. So we've worked with Emma Shanklin from Durham Banner Makers to make a series of mining style banners with contemporary stories in. We've worked with artist Cosmo Sarson, who's painted a 3-story mural about mining history on the outside of the Volunteer Arms.
I'm Linda Atkinson. I own the Volunteer Arms. My mum used to own it before me, so it's been in the family quite a long time. Durham Creates came out and asked could they do the painting on the wall, and we were over the moon. It's been a long project. Jamie Holman designed it. Cosmo's done all the painting and it's absolutely amazing.
So my name's Cosmo Sarson. I'm the mural artist on this job. I was brought in to paint the image. Effectively, I'm just an artisan in this. The work has been conceived really by Jamie Holman as part of a bigger project. The mural itself is very popular in Seaham, which used to be a mining town. There were 3 pits locally, and I know that the image means a lot.
Probably been involved with various projects with them for about 2 years, and one of the main things is they fund and they're really quite proactive, and a group that I helped set up that is an art group for younger people with cognitive difficulties or dementia. An art is so important if you've got memory problems or cognitive problems. We've got 2 years experience now of having a group, an art group, and since the lockdown, East Durham Creates has sort of really been, they've been fabulous with us because we've been doing our art group online. So this is collage. So all of these things have meaning to me. There's hares in there, and these are the hills of my childhood. These are Welsh hills. So this is where this comes from. I actually loved doing this. I really did enjoy it. We've all created this together, and this is what being in a group allows us to do. It allows us to explore a creative side that if cognitively we're failing, which myself, I have cognitive difficulties, it's about focusing what you can do, not what you can't do. And people like East Durham Creates, they get it. They get how to reach people in the community.
Alison Patterson. I'm the centre manager here. I've been here for 16 years. Got involved with East Durham Creates as a result of them approaching us to try and make East Durham more creative. Generally speaking, the arts and things in East Durham, people see them as going as art galleries and things like that, but we wanted them to prove to them that it was going to be way more than going to an art gallery and getting involved in art. So we did loads of projects with East Durham Creates, which meant we got people into the community centre, got them engaged with some arts and some crafts, and actually got them doing things, projects that they weren't expecting to do. And at the end of it, they came and had fun, they came and met people, they had made friends, but came back having created a piece of art, whether it was poetry, whether it was a painted plate, whether it was a lampshade. We did some play, we got involved in some singing. Things like the spoken word that we did, we got people in the village as a result of that to create poetry and talk poetry. So poetry is not always Shakespeare, what we'd all learn in school. Poetry is about real experiences, and we got one young girl who was really, really brilliant at writing it. She got involved with cycling, which we do as well. Not quite creative, but we do cycle. But as a result of her cycling, she became this became her new family, and she wrote a poem about how she felt at home on a bike as a result of meeting these people, and that was produced as part of our spoken word night.
It has been a while now since I rode a bike with the small group I call home, and that doesn't make sense. How can a group be home? Well, because they welcome you. It has been a while now since I rode a bike. I can't wait to get back out there and ride away my sorrows, laughing, smiling and enjoying life. It has been a while now since I rode a bike. It's strange not getting up early to see where the next adventure will take us. I know it's been a while now since I rode a bike, but one day soon I'll be back out there riding on a bike.
My name's Rona Hardy. I'm the chair of Shotton Partnership, which is a regeneration organisation set up to improve the lives of the people of Shotton. I'm also on the board of the East Durham Trust. I was one of the founder members of the East Durham Trust. The two organisations joined together. The main business model of the trust is the fact that they apply for funding, big funding, that small organisations wouldn't usually go for. The Let's Create was one of our big projects where it was like, at first we got, I think it was £1 million, £2 million project. The money came, originally we were one of the partners and we weren't the lead in it. It was Beamish that was the lead in the Let's Create thing. But then after the first phase, we are just finishing the second phase now, so each phase was 3 years. So after the first phase, the Arts Council encouraged the trust to take over because it was like they wanted a big organisation, but then they realised the trust had more power to hit community-based organisation. The Let's Create is made us think more about art.
I'm Denise Brooks. I'm the centre manager for Shotton Community Hub. I work for the Shotton Partnership, and I've been involved with the Let's Create Culture Hub, part of their funding. During this COVID, we changed the centre around. Our new centre, we were only open a month, and then this COVID-19 came about and we had to quickly change. So we've delivered meals to the vulnerable people, but also while we're delivering, we have a chat with them, making sure that they're okay. We go grocery shopping, we've paid bills for them. Whatever they wanted to as support, we would do that support for them. So I think it has been a little bit of a lifeline. However, 14 weeks on now, some people are wanting some of their little independence back. They're now starting to come out, so it's reducing down a little bit. However, the art packs that we're doing with everybody, we've asked adults now to have a go of card making, and just to see, because we've given a lot of young people the art packs.
Right, so currently we're building an extension on the back of the East Durham Trust community house building. That's going to house an arts cafe, and in there is going to be a whole load of different different projects run from there. There's going to be theatre performances, a whole load of just massive amount of creativity on every different level. But the community will lead on that by telling us, and as they have done previously, told us what they do want. Because with that enablement of being able to take ownership through creativity of their own community, and bus stops, for example, because there was a big project with East Durham Creates with the bus stops, the bus shelters. If you can make a bus shelter on a main road into a piece of art with a sofa, have someone singing in it.
The idea for the bus shelters came originally from, we were trying to think of places where we could hold an exhibition directly in the community that was really accessible. We suddenly realised that the bus shelters were all very similar in quite a neat row on the street, and we just had the kind of brainstorm to think, right, that's where we're going to hold our exhibition.
Oh, fantastic. I think it's great that they're doing something for the local community.
Nice, it's nice to see something happening in Horden, nice for a change.
That's this morning then. You know, it's fantastic wake-up call, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant.
Do you just live here, do you?
I work along the road, yeah. Yeah, fantastic. No, fantastic, well done.
Yeah, cheers, man.